cute. Go. Currently watching The Divine Venus. She talks about astrology. I love her astrology videos. I just listen to her videos, and I can see how it really does apply in my life. So it's very nice and reassuring to hear her talk about what she thinks and what she believes, because I'm on the same page as her. So that's what I figured out. So I decided to make this entire video on the generations. Now, I've researched this a lot. We've done a lot of publications with a lot of analysts. Right now, I'm just gonna get ready again. And I put myself back together. Right now, I'm pretty cracked. Kind of like that one song. I forgot who is it by. But she's like, we're not chipped, we're not cracked. Oh, we're shattered. It's very funny, because that's literally me right now. Like, I'm shattered and all over the place, and my broken parts are spreaded everywhere, and I just feel like I'm just gonna leave them all. I'm just gonna leave it everywhere for everyone to see. Look how shattered I am. When they first were like, this is your generation. Now, I think there was a news anchor, anyway, with Tom Brokaw, for different accounting, things like that. I can't remember offhand. He was the greatest generation, or the generation that went to war, World War II. But I don't believe that they were just, like, before the baby boomers were. The baby boomers were made because there was a big baby boom after the war, okay? So, analysts have said the baby boom lasted between 1946 and 1964, so 18 years, right? Am I reading my mind? Yeah, 18 years. They would have been a part of the baby boom where people got back from the war and they would start having kids. And so we found a big influx. And I guess that kind of died off after 1964. And so in 1965, they say that Gen X came after. Okay, so we have Gen X. Gen X then would have lasted from 1990. See, like, these are so good to use, but millennials then were called millennials because they were said to be the first generation. How much should I use? During the millennium, I'm gonna like do a cute little design that I practice on doing on myself, and like I do like filling up my I like filling up my what's the word? What is this? Eyeshadow. Basically, I like making my eyeshadow very up to my brow. It gives it that like smoky look almost, but it's not smoky eye. It's just filling in my eyes. So oh my god. Charger cable. There we go. Okay. Now, all I have to do is on the actual lines of the generations, because then you would get to say, okay, I'm a baby boomer. I'm not like other baby boomers, or I'm a millennial, but I'm not like those millennials. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at this. This is actually much more interesting than a lot of other astrology, I think. To be honest, this is why I like research it. Let's go back to baby boomers and let's look at where they start. Now, if you go into 1946, you will find out that Pluto is very interesting because this means that up until 1958, so 1946 to 1958, through the first 12 years of the baby boom, people had their Pluto and Leo, which is about destruction and transformation of children, the energy of the child, child care, also fun, excitement, pleasure, all these things that would rule Leo, like kind of being in the sun.
Oh my God. That reminds me of something that just happened today. Or not today, but a few days ago. Just like crazy.
The people born in that first baby boom have that mentality. There is no fun. We don't have fun. We're not living to enjoy life. We're not living to raise our children. Sometimes you have kids and you've got to go. And so there's this big destruction, transformational energy in this first part of this baby boom. Also,
Alyssa, if you want to copyright this video by the thing, you can. Like, I don't really care.
These would have been the people who had the first divorces. Because if your Neptune is in Libra, what is marriage really? It's confusing. And you can wear rose-colored glasses about someone you've never even met. And then you meet them and you leave them. And then you just want to destroy them. Neptune's about dissolving that. Dissolving marriages. Dissolving partnerships. Changing that thing. And so if you look at those boomers, we do kind of get this boomer mentality that really destroys the American family. And actually, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be pretty honest here. There's a Captain America shield right here. I do know that these generations...
It's Neptune and Libra. What is marriage? It's like dreams, a partner. It doesn't mean anything. Marriage isn't a thing because when you meet the one, then it's like that's them. Like nothing means anything.
From 1956, because actually 1958 was when Pluto and Leo was no more, but it had this like crossover when it went retrograde.
And if it was with an Aries would like to solidify it, make it physical, right? Like make it permanent. But if it was a Libra, they wouldn't. It's like unconditional love, but on a delusional level of like, let's not.
Pluto in Virgo is actually about transforming and destroying our
let's not think about solidifying it. Let's get connected on a deeper level. Because Libra is all about harmony and commitment in relationships, but it's also mental commitment. While Aries and Neptune is also very like, okay, well, I have to save you. I have to save you and bring you into my life, or save you in your life. And basically that's like making this like getting you and then taking you away and signing a contract, pretty much.
The killing of the natural family unit and then the breakdown of our daily lives and being able to live the way we've always lived was already happening before the boomers. They just brought it in because it's the energy that they have. Then also you have Neptune and Scorpio. Scorpio is about power and control. And having Neptune there where there is no boundaries, they would be the most likely to just take control.
Because Neptune is also about wishes, and it's all about wishes, and it's all about dreams almost. It's also about like looks too, in a way, like a presence, like when you think about someone and what that person feels like to you. It's also like that. So Libra would just be more about the partner, specifically, while Aries would like to show off, like a Leo. But a Leo is different. It's more of an ego, where it's like, yeah, we don't need a contract. We're already married to each other on a soul level, you know? So not everyone with Neptune and Libra would be like, oh, we don't need a contract, because there's also connections with that planet called, I forgot what it's called, but it's like positions, like let's say when there's a sun in Libra, that means there's sun in Neptune and a Libra sign in a house, which would create this interception of all kinds of like what that kind of person would be like. Like, I need you to make this make it solidified, or like, you know, how close, or I need you to make it solidified by not talking to me. You know what I'm saying? It just works in many infinite ways because I've learned a lot.
There's a lot of Lincoln Park. I remember that. But that was at the time, you know. I'm a millennial. So they were my Gen X big bros. And I do know they were different. But they still valued the sanctity of the teachings of the church. But they just looked different. So this Gen X was an analyst until 1979. But Libra, or Pluto was in Libra from 1971 to 1984. So you see we're getting into the millennial energy. This is why early millennials feel like Gen X, which is why they termed, where the term millennial comes from, okay? Which we'll get into in a second. But 1971 to 1984, Neptune was in Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules religion, faith, okay? Neptune, dissolving the boundaries between secular energy and religion.
Sagittarius does rule religion. Oh my God, I said that.
The king of the hill on that very same energy. But it was about, okay, how are we going to live our life with this man in the sky when we don't really actually...
It's kind of like how, it's kind of like the opposite would be Gemini, and Gemini rules atheism, right? Because it's the total opposite of religion. It's atheism. So it's like, none of that makes sense to me because it doesn't apply in my life, because they're not, things just happen. They don't live with synchronicity, you know, like they have synchronicity inside themselves, which makes them, they have like that Scorpio appeal. Not the sun sign, but like just like Gemini in general, and not the rising sign, but like also the rising sign sort of applies how the signs work. Like, let's say if you have Scorpio in 6th house, which is the Gemini rising, a Scorpio in 6th house is like the process of a Gemini, which makes up the face of a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this way of processing what the sign actually is, which makes the face, while the ego is also the front of the eye, the third eye, and then basically the other planets sort of coincide with the rest of the body, sort of like around the head, like a halo almost. So it's just the Gemini itself. If you talk about Gemini specifically, you have to learn about the Gemini in the houses, if that makes sense. Like Scorpio 6th house, Capricorn 8th house, Taurus 12th house. You have to learn about it, and then basically all you have to do is understand that's all traits of a Gemini in general, while the ego is like other people's creativity, what you see in other people and all that, and that kind of like makes it a perception of the world, kind of like a consciousness. So, and the ego is connected to the consciousness, so you want to like fulfill your ego at its coarse traits. So therefore it's kind of like that's what it is.
But all of the generational energy that really is like, I'm not a millennial. I don't act like that. I don't do stuff like that. It's not who I am. That's the Zennial energy, and that's because you really don't do stuff like millennials. Even if you might have had certain things like they did, you aren't like them. And I think that's important to know. So from 1980 to 1984, we got this Zennial thing. So now we got the millennials, or Gen Y. Gen X, Gen Y, right? So baby boomers or Gen W. Did I already make that joke? I don't know. I feel like I might have.
So, with that being said, since the ego is in the eye, it's like the third eye almost. It's in the third eye. It's kind of like the other planets have influence. The planets have influence on what your life is like, almost like how you almost process the spark of synchronicity, while Gemini in general would be a Gemini rising with Gemini placements of a rising would make the face of a Gemini, and basically the Gemini will be the process of the human being, like biology almost. It's kind of like the houses make of the human biology traits, while the planets are the technology, like how you react to technology and how it affects you. And like the sun sign is like the ego, so you notice that because we're always conscious. So that's just what I think. So.
But I don't want to do that. I just want to take pictures. Okay? And so you get a lot of millennials who are like, well, how do we make the workplace like more fun? Because this is like super late. Just in the same way that those Gen Xers tried to like fix religion with Neptune and Sagittarius, millennials really wanted to fix the workforce. And so you can kind of put it up for like who got made fun of more, right? The religious leaders really, really hate the Gen Xers for like messing up the religious rules, and did the rulers of the workplace really, really hate millennials for like not wanting to follow with their father's footsteps. Huge deal here with all of the energy, and that's it. So this lasted until 1985, and the generation approximately to 1994. This cutoff is pretty close between Gen Z and millennial, but a lot of older Gen Z don't feel like Gen Z, just in that same way of all of them. But this is the thing, I feel it's weird a little bit because this lines up almost perfectly. The astrology generation ends when the analysts say it ends. So why do Gen Z not feel like Gen Z when they're the most Gen Z? And I think it has to do, one, with like they were brought up in the energy before social media. They know what it's like not to have like technological advancements at like a young age, and they had to learn them over time, and I think that's a big deal. But if you really look at it, it wasn't until those born in 1996 and 1997 who had social media in middle school, and that was a big defining, evolving type of energy for these kids. So even if, I don't know if you watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix, you should. It's very interesting. It talks a lot about the age of Aquarius, about ever entering that phrase, age of Aquarius. But it's really good, and it does explain that those born in 1996 have it different than everyone else. So from 1994 to 1996, even 1997, you're going to have the energy of what they call the Zillennial, which is between millennial and Gen Z. And I think it just has to do with you have the energy of Gen Z, but you didn't get everything like they did. They have Pluto in Sagittarius, Millennials got a lot of things.
Okay.
Special. So did Gen Z. And they're both for different reasons. So they say that millennials got a trophy for last place. Gen Z got likes. And so either way, both millennials and Gen Z were having the confidence scrutiny with it. Like, are you good at something? Are you not? Having anything in Aquarius already breeds imposter syndrome. And so Neptune going into there can also be like, well, is everybody an imposter? Like, what are we even doing here?
Where is...
I feel like Gen Z just
I don't have my contour palette. I don't know where my contour palette is, so I'll be right back.
It's hard and you're dealing with it in a group. We're all trying to work this information age out. And you were probably too young to be teaching the boomers and the Gen X. You've got to take a little pressure off yourself. That would be one thing I would say to you. Just give me wisdom. You're just Pluto and Sagittarius. Bitch, I don't want your wisdom. This lasted until 2008. Okay, and that's when we got Capricorn and Pluto.
Where is my contour?
Pluto and Capricorn and Neptune and Pisces. The Generation Alpha doesn't start until 2013. So this is something that kind of takes away. A very young Gen will have this Gen Alpha energy. Neptune and Pisces is pretty much like resolving the movement. It's kind of right where it needs to be. It is right where it needs to be. It's sort of lifting the veil of our understanding at first, like being born. There's so much confusion that you have to kind of like wade through it to figure out what is true, to realize that nothing is true. Definitely much more like exile at this point. When we live in a dystopian society, this is like what we're born into. These kids are like, yeah, I know how to navigate this unnavigatable world. And then they would have the Pluto and Capricorn, which you look at the millennials who had the Neptune and Capricorn, and they were like, yeah, I don't really want to do this, any of this shit anymore. Let's just try to like change the way things are going. Let's try to make it more artistic, etc. These people are like, no, we're gonna destroy it completely. Yeah, I don't really like how jobs are. I don't want to have a career. I don't want my public image like this. This is what I while at the same time like going through this dystopian society. I feel like we don't really understand that we are living in a dystopian world, because we see it as something different. But there's a reason why we understand movies about dystopia or books about it, why they do so well, is because the themes of those books make more sense sometimes than just watching a normal movie about like romance. You're like, how can you think of romance at a time like this? And you watch Mad Max and you're like, that makes sense. And it's because our reality is more dystopian than what we can actually see it as. And so these kids are born up that way, and they will figure out new ways to create jobs. And what we'll be doing. So I give Gen Alpha and these late Gen Zs, they're going to come of age at a time when they need to build something new. Obviously, the older Gen Zs are coming of age in a world that they're not even sure is going to exist. You could say Gen Alpha is born in a world that doesn't exist, and so they're going to make it, or they're going to have to see it and then go from there. So the big leaders are going to come from Gen Alpha. I mean, even the name Gen Alpha. And I'm not trying to say that Gen Z is not going to leave, but Gen Z won't want to. And that's most of them. Gen Z, by the time they destroy and conquer the things that they're meant to, I believe that you just want to live in utopia and have a good time. And that is something that I'm seeing in part of this generation. So I also think millennials, if I speak to you, a lot of things are changing for the millennial generation now to actually finally rise up and take their power, because Gen X are being kind of old now at this point too. So millennials are becoming elder, not elderly. The boomers are elderly now, or getting there. You know, the youngest is born in 1964. Gen X, let's see, they're in their 40s, getting close to their 50s. And so millennials, you're heading into this area where it's like now culture is starting to be defined by you. And so it's about time for millennials to really take that into consideration and to do things in their life that make more sense as far as adding progress to the world and supporting the younger generation who are going through it. So anyway, that is everything I wanted to tell you about generations. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you watched it.
It's too much blush.
This wasn't 30 minutes. But I just
She does it better.
Oh my god, I really coughed up. Anyway, I didn't know how to edit this. Okay, thank you guys. And I
Like a
hope
lot of
you
blush on me, though, it's not fitting for my face.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys
But
later.
hers looks really pretty.
Ah!
Oh my god. Okay, what do I want to watch next? I'm gonna watch Colleen's vlog because she comforts my reality. Oh my god, I got it all over my...
Thanks very much. Be there for every moment with a Ring video doorbell. Available at ring.com and selected retailers.
Hope you'll stay. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. I love her. Oh, so cute. Now... Interesting. Where is my highlight? There it is. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. Okay.
So for breakfast, or brunch, I guess, I'm making French toast strawberry Nutella roll-ups. I saw someone on TikTok do this, and so I'm gonna try it and see if it's alright. It's good. I made a blueberry version of this before. I think I like that one better. Here comes the happy birthday, big boy. What do you think of that? What do you think? You like it? Oh yeah. How could you not like that? Yeah. Whoa! He's got a big excavator. Digging? Do I get a truck? Yeah. Where? Can you get me one? Yeah. Go get me a truck. Oh, hi. What's your name? What's your name? Oh. Can I get? Can I get two?
I want a kid too. I want like 2 kids, but I don't know. I genuinely don't feel like I'm suitable to be a mom, honestly. Like I am a wreck, an emotional wreck, and I just wouldn't be able to take care of kids. I would like to adopt and like school them. Like I would like to school kids, like teach them. Like let's say give them routine until like as they grow up, and then they'll find another home that they feel comfortable with. Like I would like to do that. Like that'd be really fun. So that way I don't feel like I'm not living my life to the fullest. But
Flynn just opened his first birthday party for Corey, and it's this huge wheel with a huge fire truck.
but yeah, like
He loves it while he's distracted with that.
I would not like my kids to see me grow old, to be honest. So I'm not gonna have kids.
like we have a surprise for you outside.
Flynn, what's this?
What's that? Do you know what it is?
It's like,
It's a
what is it?
backpack. See, I'll show you. Come on.
Okay.
Well, this was a success. Even the first 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, it was worth it. This is amazing.
Now I'm going to do something major here. Okay. I need to get rid of all this. Too dark right here. I feel like it's getting too dull.
I was gonna post the 2-year-old Flynn update today, video updating everyone on everything about Flynn, but I didn't want to spend my morning making a thumbnail and uploading and promoting the video. I just wanted to do Flynn. So that's what I did. I'm watching my brother's videos. Right now, that's what you were hearing. So that'll be up now if you're watching this today, which is December 11th. Now it'll be up. I'm just getting it up a day late so I can actually spend some quality time with my kiddo and not have to work today. But he's asleep right now, so I'm gonna work now. It's too late to upload the video now. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. Okay, so right now I am signing letters to say thank you to everyone who won a gift or a prize or anything at the fundraiser. So in case you did win something for the fundraiser and you haven't gotten it yet, it's because we haven't sent them out yet. We had such an intense, crazy time leading up to it. We needed to take a little bit of time off to breathe, and then we had tons of other stuff to do, and so now we're finally like, all right, let's ship out all this stuff. So it's still gonna happen slowly but surely. People won things all over the world: Australia, and Germany, and Ireland, and London, and Canada. So because of the holiday season, it looks like it's gonna be slow, and because of COVID, and so just be patient if you want something. It might take a little bit, but I'm sending out this little letter that's with some information about cancer and some stories of some kids that the money will be helping to say thank you. So it's going right now. So and then it just says, with your help, we raised over $240,000 for kids fighting cancer. Each year in the U.S., there are over 15,000 children between the ages of birth and 19 years of age who are diagnosed with cancer. Globally, there are more than 300,000 children diagnosed with cancer each year. Childhood cancer receives only 4% of the annual budget for the National Cancer Institute, and this is where your donation is so important.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now I'm just gonna line up my cheeks because I feel like my cheeks are a little bit too dark with the whatever, too dark. So I'm just gonna line that up, line that up. Okay. Now that's done. Aww, it's cute. Let me see next. Would it be mascara that? Oh wait, what's this? I can actually add a little bit of this sparkle. Oh, that's so adorable. What can I do with my lips? I can actually do a brown. I could do brown lips actually. I don't have brown lipstick or anything, but I can like use this color palette or the other one, make my lips brown, and then add like lip gloss on top of it to like make it more looking more like lipstick instead of like powder. So I'm gonna do that. Now I just need to make my whatever. Okay.
Here's what we did. Woo! It's a trash truck. Pouring out all the trash. All edible trash.
Okay. Well.
And it's kind of mean because I'm not cake maker.
And with that, so I'm just gonna do this. Take it off. Take it off. And then apply a little bit more. And I'll actually get rid of my under eyes actually, so it's kind of beneficial. Actually, I can actually get rid of this as well. Oh my god, I'm making a huge mess. Look at that. Making a huge mess.
But sometimes the settings are super wonky, and so I'm very sad about that. So if all the Jumpy House footage was really shaky, I apologize. It should be better for the rest of the video. Okay, fine. Time for some presents. Okay. Ready? Which one do you want to open? You can pick.
Okay.
Big Dada? Yeah. Big Dada's for Mama and Dada.
Honestly, I kind of like how it's looking so far. I mean, it's a little bit messy, but I kind of like the messy look. Okay. Now I'm going to actually reapply the... Okay, now let me grab this. I mean, that's actually kind of fine. Like, it's not that noticeable that it's messy. Okay. Okay, all I have to do next is my eyeliner.
It's time for the cake. I don't know that I showed you guys the finished product. It's dumping all the trash out the back. It says Flynn to Flynn. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Flynn. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Wish. Good job. Go, 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 go. Jump in. Go really hard. Yeah. One more. Yeah. Look at all that! You want me to put it down? Okay. It exploded with trash inside! You want me to put it down? Okay, I'll cut you a piece. Chocolate in there, sprinkles and doo-doos. You want some doo-doos? It's chocolate. Okay. Okay, please. That's so cute. It exploded. Does it taste good? You can't have cake without ice cream. Ice cream, come on. Happy birthday. Yay. Flynn, how old are you? 2. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Corey's been asking him that every day for a month. We've been trying to get him to say he's 2, and you finally did it today. How old are you? How old are you? Don't eat Play-Doh. How old are you? 2. Yeah.
He's 2. Aw.
On your birthday, you learned how to do it. That's so cool, Flynn. You're so smart. Oh my gosh. What a fun day. I don't even remember what I filmed, if I filmed anything. I feel like I didn't. I was just very much in the moment with Flynn, hanging out with him and celebrating him. I feel like I barely picked up the camera to talk to it. And I also just didn't do much work today. I just wanted to be with him, and it was really, really wonderful. He's asleep now, and I was just thinking about how crazy it is that 2 years ago I had just given birth to him, because I gave birth to him around 6 p.m. It's 8 p.m. right now. So I was holding him right now 2 years ago and getting to know him and meet him for the first time.
I know.
It's just so crazy. And I remember holding him and
Messed up.
thinking, I know you so well, but I don't know you at all. That's very what a cool
Shoot,
thing.
I'm like messing up.
2 years later, I feel like I still kind of have that feeling of it. Like, I know Flynn so well, and it's so cool knowing who he is and thinking back to that moment and thinking like, oh, I wish I could go back.
Oh my god, in one of my delusions at the ward, I literally thought Colleen was leading world domination.
You're gonna lose your mind. He's so cool. He's so fun. He's so happy. He's so like.
It was just so random. I was just like, is this bitch leading world domination?
Everybody and love everybody, and he's shy around new people, but once he gets to know you, he's so excited and passionate and happy and talkative and fun. I feel so lucky. I have such a fun, wonderful 2-year-old little boy. Like, he is the coolest kid in the whole entire world, and it's been so cool getting to know him as he grows. And I don't know, it's so cool, and it's also so cool that I have filmed so much of my life, because obviously he's a big part of was struggling with and feeling guilty about and worrying about. Like, I can't give my son like a big birthday party with like tons of friends and family, and I felt bad. I felt like a bad mom, even though it's not my fault. Like,
Okay.
how this year is, I felt
Not at
good
all.
about it and bad about it, and it was nice today to see him.
You're doing the best you can, Colleen, if you're watching.
By himself and just with peace. Like, he had probably one of the best days he's had maybe this whole year. Like, he was so happy. He loved his freaking bounce house. It was a total success. He loved all his presents. Everything made him so happy. I don't know, I just feel really grateful for today and how lucky I feel that I get to spend so much time with my son. I just think he's the coolest kid. And I know I'm his mom, and every mom thinks that about their kid, and they should think that about their kid. But I really do think he's the coolest kid.
Oh,
I think he is, and I feel like everyone who meets him
I like
says
her.
the same thing, and I know I'm his mom, so they're not gonna say something else, and they're gonna say that, but like, everyone who gets to know Glenn is like, he's the sweetest, coolest, most adorable boy. Like, everyone loves him. Like, he just brings so much joy to so many people. He just loves to love, and it's like how cool that I get to spend every day with him. Like, he is so awesome. I remember, oh my god, it's making me so emotional. I remember going to the ultrasounds and they like measure every muscle and every part of the brain and every organ, and they measure everything and test everything, make sure everything is good. These really intense, long ultrasounds. And every time they would go through it, all right, brain looks good, all right, legs look great, there's all his fingers, all his toes, right, his heart looks good, beating, and they would say all these things, and every time they told me his brain looked good, his heart looked good, they told me like everything looked good, of course I was happy, but like my immediate thought every time they said that, I always just wanted to say, but does he look nice? Obviously I want my son to be so healthy, and like, because I want the best life for him, but it didn't matter to me if anything didn't look perfect, because to me he was perfect. I just wanted to know like what his heart looked like. Like, I was like, does he look nice? Like, what kind of person is he? Does he look nice?
That's
I always
fine.
wanted to say that. Like, oh, his head looks good, good. His legs look good, cool. Like, but is he nice? Like, what kind of person? Like, I just wanted to know him, and it's so cool to now like know him and know like he is nice. Like, that little boy that was growing, he was like the nice, coolest, sweetest, happiest little boy. The things I was most concerned about when I was pregnant, like, I just wanted him to be like a happy, sweet, loving human to add to this world of like yuckiness. He's
Oh my god, I totally agree.
the best thing in my world, and he brings so much joy to so many people. Like, the fact that this world is like kind of scary and yucky right now, and he doesn't know that it's scary and yucky. All he knows is that he loves me, and he loves his dad, and he loves Coco, and he loves grandma and grandpa and Aunt Rachel, and he loves trucks, and he loves animals, and he loves jumping and dancing, and like, that's all he knows. This world is so poo. This world is so crappy right now, but he still manages to bring so much joy to a world that's so yucky, and I'm so grateful for that, and I'm so grateful for him.
She just shouldn't focus on that. She should just focus on uploading videos and not looking at comments, because she just doesn't seem like the type that would like be able to look at comments and be happy in her life. She should just know that people already love her by just watching her videos.
Thanks for watching this little birthday fun day today with me. We had a really, really good time. But tomorrow I will see you, and we'll have fun playing with all Flynn's toys, and I'll show you everything that he got. And yeah. Anyway, I love you guys, and thanks for watching. And yeah, happy birthday, Flynn. You're the best person I know.
I step on my bras, by the way. Now, who can I watch next? I'm gonna watch Colby Brock. Eyebrows do not look okay at all. That one looks fine, but this one doesn't. Oh my god. This song is so annoying. Gonna get copyright for no reason now.
What's up, guys? It's Cody Brock. Welcome back to my channel. I know you missed me, but it's okay. I'm here, so calm down. Christmas spirit here. Happy holidays to you and your mothers. Because again, it's almost Christmas, guys, and I hope you guys are having a great time.
We're in a holiday spirit.
I'm never in the holiday spirit. You know why?
Why?
Because Christmas music makes me want to jump in front of the freight train going 120 miles an hour.
Just the truth.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's not the point of this video. We are back with another scary TikTok episode because you keep liking these, so we keep delivering.
What is this episode? Number 7?
This is number, I think, 5.
My brows look so bad. Like, so bad. Can you see that?
6 on the title because I'm an idiot. So, I don't know, but you guys keep liking this, so we're going to keep doing more parts. Leave a like if you want more parts. There we go. Are you ready for this?
I think I'm ready.
Alright, then let's get into the first video.
Don't start off scary with us. Come on.
We're about to start off terrifying. Here we go.
Please.
Chuck E. Cheese? That's scary in itself.
I hate that place. So disgusting.
Wait, I thought he was an animatronic. Was he a person?
He felt him. See, guys, animatronics are real. They're humans, guys. I'm telling you.
I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese once and I just blocked it out of my memory.
Roll the clip, Reggie. Roll like Bud Light just like my dad. Oh my god. He heard that, bro. He looked at you. See, they thinking about Reggie was creepy as shit.
He loved Reggie.
Well, that clip says different to me, but I want to go back to Chuck E. Cheese, but Corona. So
I want to hang out at Chuck E. Cheese.
Because I connected with Chuck.
You got a moment?
I went to the back with Chuck.
Oh my god, that sounds
So look for
awful.
a face in the window. I forgot about this one. I forgot about this one.
Okay.
Why is she walking so goddamn slow?
Because she's an older woman. Wait. Oh.
Are they just hanging out there?
That's a little kid. Did you see that little kid?
Oh, my brows look awful, but I'm still not mad at them. So.
I'm gonna watch that.
Anyways, I'm gonna move on before I get too OCD about them.
Definitely not edited in, so someone is.
Now I'm going to.
Just the actual face. Like, do you see it up close?
Yeah.
When you look up close, it's like really scary.
Yeah, no, it's like, right, it's just this right here.
Oh my god, that's another level of creepy.
Because that's an actual face. That's not some shadow. That's like a
That's creepy.
That's a kid, like, looking to see what's going on.
Someone is.
And it looks like completely dark. Dude, I'm getting chills and I'm wearing a leather jacket, so I'll show me close.
Everyone keeps showing off a cool thing about their house, and this is mine. So this is an elevator. It's a 3-story house. It's really old. This is the door, which is
That is in the Biltmore
so
Hotel.
old, and then this is how you
Because of
close the
President
other door,
Looks really
and
pretty.
then that's how it is. And oh my fucking god, it's starting to move. What the fuck?
It's
What?
supposed to move. It's a goddamn elevator.
Did she
I'm
click
so
the button
confused.
though
What just
before she
happened?
closed the door? Yeah. That looks like it's in Biltmore. The caption says, not surprised because a president died in this house. I don't think a president died. But there was.
They always try to like debunk it, and it's just like, just admit it. Like, it's probably
Guys, I
real.
don't know. Let me know what you think down below.
I think it's her sister pressing the goddamn button.
Oh,
Like, you never know.
That's what elevators do. They just move. They go to different floors, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's debunked. Like, you're Santa Claus.
This guy's working some tries. Door open.
Did she just moan?
You said she? Oh, that's a man.
Sorry, I only looked for 2 seconds. It was a high pitched noise.
Okay. Watch the pumpkin on that table do that.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just fell off the shelf.
I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one.
You know what I don't know about this one?
What?
Because it's filmed on an iPhone 10.
But it's like put up
That's
there
not
perfectly.
a security camera. That is definitely an iPhone.
That's true. That is an iPhone, and the bottle and the pumpkin pumpkin got pulled into the direction of the staircase. You notice that? They both fell towards the staircase. Somebody could easily be there. Like, what's up?
Good debunker.
Yes. Plus, you can't really see what's going on. What if there's like a corridor on the left of that door? Somebody could just open the door as well. Debunked!
Does that look okay? Like,
Yeah, unfollow us.
sort of looks hateful. I kind of like it.
Please, God, don't. Don't you dare scare me.
The door.
Oh, right. That was him open the door.
Dude, I'm getting chills again.
Or whatever that is. Can you see what it is?
I'm getting chills again.
Who opened the door? Just slam shut.
I didn't see it.
So someone opened the door and slammed.
Yes.
After
I'm crying.
I think that was a gift.
I'm thinking anybody could do that. I mean,
Make it a little bit more realistic.
New scale. One, how believable it is, but then two, how well did they pull it off? So I'm gonna say one
Pink.
on the believability scale, but 6 for they did pretty well.
6 or 7.
Breathing.
She was definitely scared. You could tell she's scared. Also, her username is http:/butts, which doesn't really help the belief.
I like this. Actually, kind of like brings out the lips even more.
This is from like
Okay.
a Snapchat video or something.
Okay. Oh my god, what is he doing?
Oh my. Okay, there's no fucking way.
Oh my god. Look at him yell.
I need some.
What the? No, this guy is just messing with
Yeah.
it. But it is funny.
There's no way. But they did like set up stuff to like be pulled off.
Yeah, it started out good and then got less believable.
I would believe it if they just ended it with this first clip of the video like that.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, who kills like that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Believability.
These aren't vegan. I thought they weren't vegan. I was like, why did my mom buy this? And I was like, oh, it's vegan.
Look, it's scary kid.
Oh, this is just fucking scary. How did everybody see this? This went viral.
This went viral.
No, go away! Go away! No!
Ew.
I would shoot myself.
What is that?
What do you do in that
That's a
situation?
cat.
Exactly.
Dude. Back away slowly.
Back away slowly and then yell as much as possible.
So he was handling it right.
Yeah, he handled it perfect.
Oh my god, I would run.
So you
Let's go.
I wonder how this ended.
Okay.
I've seen a video, but I don't know how it ended.
It goes on for so long. It's scary. I feel like it was like the one that went viral was way shorter than that. Like 6 seconds. But that's like the real full length video. Guys, I don't know what the hell I would do actually. Definitely not scream at it.
I feel like that's what you learn when you're a kid. Is like when an animal or a bear comes out at you.
I have to bring this a little bit in more. And I have to fix my brows.
Only think that you're
Do my makeup and redo my highlight. And a little bit more.
Oh my god, yeah, it would fly the other direction, I guarantee.
Okay. There you go. There's your answer, guys. Do that. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably just cry or like run and kick it in the face and go.
Cry.
What was that? It looks like a little monkey.
Is this a vine? Oh my god, that's so funny.
What the hell? Why is this in my... Did I think that was scary or something? What's going on?
It looks pretty horrifying.
Was that a rat that jumped out and just started killing him?
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Oh, I thought it was a monkey.
Legal factor 10. There we go.
What it actually happened?
I don't even know how to react to that, to be honest.
I was.
Wait, what?
Samira! Oh, shit.
She grabbed a fucking weapon.
Yo, that was good. Dang, that did
Wait, what happened?
What did she grab? She grabbed a metal pole.
Oh my god, you should have metal poles by your bed.
I didn't do that.
She was like prepared for it or something. She's probably like haunted with that, with a thing or something.
Well, girl, sweet. You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd you go?
What the?
Oh, wait, what was that?
She was even like, wait,
This cat is a ghost. This cat's a ghost.
Oh my god.
Wait, watch this again.
It's so funny.
Look, there's no hole.
What are you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where'd you go?
Where did she go? Oh.
Wait, what? That makes zero sense.
Oh, yeah.
You seen this one?
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember liking this, to be honest. But like,
It's horrible.
that's really
Oh, it's
sad.
probably a hole on the ground or something. It's kind of crazy. What am I watching?
What the fuck did I just watch?
Dude.
Oh my god.
So I finally found who this person was. And I think his name's just Maxie Miller? Something like that? But every single one of his videos is really scary like this.
What? Like, he just is like,
Like, what's this?
What does that remind me of?
wait, this crazy.
I feel like that came from SpongeBob or something.
God dang, this guy's horrifying.
Oh no, the paper SpongeBob, the little SpongeBob thingy.
I don't know, like, any
On
fans.
SpongeBob where it was like that you draw it and then he drew himself and like it was like the
Yeah.
Oh.
not Paper Mario but Paper SpongeBob. That's what he sounds like. Doesn't he sound like that?
That's what he said?
Yeah, he's scary.
This
Ew.
guy's so scary.
What the heck, dude? Oh god, please.
I would scream too.
Even though I know he's joking, it still fucking scares me.
Imagine if
I
like,
would
you
not
were one
want
of
to
the
hear
people
him.
I recognize, like, oh yeah, what's your shtick on like TikTok? Well, let me show you. And like, what the?
One more.
He's in the shower.
Wait, but I don't get it. Is he like in public doing this? I'm confused. Or is that his sister that he's just keep on tormenting?
Why do you come in here? Get an autograph. Okay, it's wide open. Come on in here. What the fuck? Come on.
That's really unsettling me.
How's he even getting away with that kind of stuff? That kind of behavior?
More than like,
Any of the other videos.
yeah, like,
And John Mullane.
I just had to share that.
That's creepy in a different way.
I'm
Oh,
confused.
I've seen this before.
What is he doing?
You can't grab it. He's like,
What? I'm so confused.
what do you do? It's all like fire.
Yeah, it's lit on fire. There's no way.
I'd be afraid like it would actually like burn through the metal. Or do you think that's not possible?
I'm really confused.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is that the same guy as the before screaming or what? Oh no, it's not.
Oh, his hands.
I was like, how is he like literally
So scary.
doing that? I'm confused.
He'd be crying.
So I looked into this video.
So basically, it's like this like thing where you ride, you have to be buckled up, and like you slide. But basically, the TikTok before, you're watching TikToks, He's like screaming, running around. I thought he's like running around public screaming or something, but it seems like he was just bugging his sister. So basically, I thought that was the same person who was like on that thing, like with his bare hands. I don't even think he was buckled or I don't know. I'm not even paying attention. So I don't even know. I'm not even gonna say what it is or not.
Yeah, actually, how did you feel, baby? No, this is decline something. Alright, come on. No, I'm saying, don't stand there, come on. There we go, just want to stand there, come talk to me. That's it.
That's
At least they
creepy.
did have 5 people though. Yeah. Like if they didn't, like what would we have done if like some guys come at us?
No, luckily I don't think we've ever been. We've talked to a lot of like crazy
Couple
people.
people inside abandoned places, but they've all been like not like that.
Yeah. Like, do you remember the Century Manor dude that came up to us?
I need to fix my
Yeah.
lips.
And luckily it was super nice.
Anyways, that's on the Samurai Boy channel, and I'm things done in the past. But yes, if you go exploring out there, first of all, get your explorers, you know what I'm saying? Make a file, what's up? Second of all, explore with friends, guys. Don't
Always
be
take
stupid.
friends.
And make sure if it's dark, bring a lot of light so you know what's up. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and I will do another part. I've been doing these once a month. All you gotta do is get this to 50,000 likes. Another part will come out next month, so there you go. Comment down below what your favorite part was. Remember to get the merch in the description. Everything is discounted on sale for the holiday, so don't miss out if you want to get some. Now's your chance.
We're never selling this merch ever again as of January 1st.
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing. We're completely revamping Explore and our brand and merch and stuff like that. And we're actually going to be dropping a lot less. And we're getting rid of everything that we dropped.
We're shutting down the entire Explorer site in 30 days or less, like 20 days. So get now.
But anyways, guys, subscribe to Sam, and I will see you
Bye, sisters.
Who's even here? Someone's at the door. Oh my god, there's a new video. Oh my god, there's this TikToker called PB, and I've been so obsessed with it. Like,
it feels like everywhere.
it's just like crazy.
Asking if we meet some kind of expectation.
And I'm really confused as like, I'm just really confused. Like,
Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hello, my name is Chloe. We have a lot to talk about today. First things first, if you don't follow me on any social media, which you absolutely should, especially Twitter and Instagram.
how long has it been? Okay, I'm almost done with my makeup, so
You're not really dark. I was not expecting it. But I really like it.
if you're waiting to get out, I'm sorry if it's taking so long. You can just pause the video and just watch it later, or like don't watch it again, like whatever you want. Don't feel control to or pressure to watch the video methodically or whatnot. Like watch it whenever you need to. Like you don't have to like, if you're already doing your makeup and you see my video and you're like, oh my god, I'm just gonna get ready with her, and like just like skip to how long you would be done at with your makeup. I don't know. Sometimes I do that, like when I watch like eating shows with people, because I'm lonely and I always eat by myself. But basically I would just like skip, like usually like they would like talk, like Trisha Paytas for example, like she would like talk or like make her food, and I would just like skip to the actual food, to the actual when she starts eating, because I'm just like, girl, I just want to eat with someone. I'm lonely.
And there's been some updates. Now, if you haven't seen part 1 of this video, I'm gonna have it linked for you down below. But PB here is an animated alternate reality game ARG series that is on TikTok and YouTube. And I will have the creator, the ARG itself, everything listed down below. But despite the fact that this is one of those pieces of media that is so obviously fiction. It's animated, of course it's fiction. It doesn't make it any less creepy. And the updates that we have now, imposters, clones, the destruction of a society, we'll get to it. It's gonna be a ride. Okay, so we last left Pee-wee off when he was showing a Generation 2 Pee-wee on a computer. The latest upload after this.
Generation 2, that one's weird, because that one was like disoriented, while that one was just like more normal and natural.
Building to a song by, well, it's called Hedgehog and it's by the Renouncer. I'm not going to play any of the audio here due to copyright, but we kind of get more of a look at just Pee-wee's goofy, fun, carefree personality, as well as more glimpses of the building that he's trapped in. Now, in the following video, Pee-wee had been given the correct code to the extranet services door. The code was formerly 1760, and we found out through a post-it note in the background of the one video that the new code was 5620. So Pee-wee enters it.
Alright, well, since I can edit kind of now, I'll continue recording when I find the switch for the big girl over there.
As he is walking through these halls and talking to the viewer, something startling happens.
So I followed the blue wire thing to here, and look at that, huh? Well, let's go. You guys are like lifesavers. I'm just very thankful that you're all helping me. Well, I'll start a new video when I find something interesting, so see you then.
So, there's a man standing in the hallway.
I saw that.
For better or for worse. And unfortunately, to find out, it is indeed for worse. The commenters are quick to tell me about the person behind him, and a few days later, there's an update.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for telling me about the person in the hallway. I tried to find them, but I couldn't. So I guess they don't want to be found. I have a problem anyways. I need to get this computer to
Everyone says that basically Pee-wee was like kidnapped or something, and I was like, he's definitely not. Like, I know, I can just tell that he wouldn't. I would, like, where would it go if he was like actually kidnapped? Like, where would the story go? Like, there's obviously a story, it's just not being made up on the spot. Like, there's a story. Like, it's trying to lead a story, doesn't it? It just seems that way. So basically, because like if I were to like make a, like, let's say if I were to like make like an album, like a song album, I would want to tell a story and like implement ideas of how to lead the story, and like that's what I see like some artists do, and like that's what some artists do naturally, and just like I don't know, it's just seems that way. So I don't get why like people were like saying like that's not the real Pee-wee. Like it was just like he was trying to like fool them into like really giving them the password, but I don't know. That's just my speculation, but honestly, like, I really do not care. I don't know, because it gets confusing later. I wouldn't take hostages, meaning he would just kill them instead, or just wouldn't even, like, he just wouldn't even bother, you know, like, that's not his thing. Like, that's what I just assumed. And when I first found out about this Pee-wee person is like her first video on it, Loey Lane. Basically, she's really cool, and basically anyone who's ever like who can hear themselves like their videos onto like my, you can like literally copyright. I don't care. Like, basically, I'm just basically pretty much promoting your videos and like go check them out. So basically, you're welcome. Yeah, like he's scary. That was scary. That was shocking when I saw that. I was just like, when I saw he was just like hitting it, I was like, why is he like so like okay with it? Like fine. Like it was like he was like, and then you won't give me what I want, so I'm just gonna break the clone.
Now, in the next video, Imposter TV responds to a commenter saying, just go along with it. We need more info.
So when cell phone models were all just going along with this info. Well, look here. Old photos. Gen 1 was beautiful. Gen 2 TV. Gen 3 were all lazy. Gen 4.
So Imposter
I didn't even know he was Gen 4. I thought he was Gen 1. I was like really confused. I was like, oh, so there's 1 and 2. Then there's 4 generations. Like, I don't get that. Like, what is he like saying? Like, that's like a thing. He's like saying something there.
But all of us were created to be better than the last. And you do all know that you're judging my perfection based on a sales pitch, right? I'm supposed to be agreeable and capable, perfect for your needs. You just want me to be what you want. What about me? What do I want?
To me, it seems that this aggravation, this hostility that he holds, is because he was created, forced into the role of becoming a perfect being. Can you even imagine the level of just intensity that would be on your shoulder? You and I are expected to be perfect by society standards and our parents' standards and by our schools and our workplaces. We're expected perfection all the time, but to be created with the label, you are a perfect being, of course there's going to be some aggravation and hostility and anger from this creature who seemingly has become very aware of what a burden that is. No one is asking what he wants, and that seems to be the source of his frustration. So commenters, including myself, ask him, hey Imposter PB, what do you want? And we thought that maybe in the next video he would answer us. And yet, there's a surprise.
Hi, it's me, PB. I woke up on the floor and I was...
See, it seems like he's faking it, honestly. He has like no clothes. Like the other clone, how can the other clone inside the glass thing be alive? Like it makes no sense to me. Like obviously there has to be something that would bring it alive. So how can that PB make that clone alive? Like it makes no sense. It just seems like a fairy tale at this point.
I can't talk for long. I have to be quiet. I don't want him to catch me again. After I upload this, I'm going to delete it.
It's another Generation 4 PB. And this one could be ours, although he seems slightly unsure. He's clothesless and laying on the ground, which perhaps confirms that he was the PB who fell out of the holding glass container. And he says in this video that he's unsure. He could be a clone. For a brief moment back in my previous video, we talked about how our PB very briefly docked his phone to the glass holding container. So this could be another PB, a clone of our original that has these memories but isn't our PB. It's so complex. Potentially now there are 3 perfect beings, and I remember in one photo from the Infobiotech website I saw 4 PBs in a group image. So that would mean we are missing only 1. If potentially we have our original PB, we have Imposter PB, and a potential clone PB. Convoluted. We'll come back there some other time. The following video, we are back to our Imposter PB. The Imposter PB. Do we claim him? I'm not sure. We do know that he's slightly misunderstood. At least that's how I feel. Maybe I claim him. I don't know. He's like a wounded puppy. A wounded puppy who is fine with committing murder.
Hello. Before I go to the cell that you're almost begging me to go to, I'm going to mess with this thing. Because according to this piece of paper, this is very dangerous. So I think if I mess with this switch here, I think I will ensure that there is how do I put it? No PV program in the future. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the cell then.
with my crowbar just in case.
On the notice near the device that he is messing with before going to the cell that everyone is directing him to, we see that it says, misuse of the energy field generator could lead to catastrophic failure. If any of your devices ran out of battery, please contact your equipment head. Do not adjust the power here unless you are trained. In case of power overload, warn local towns for evacuation. And okay, wounded puppy imposter PB, easy to hate. He very clearly, in some capacity, has harmed our PB, and wants this entire building to go down, not really caring about the impact it could have on surrounding areas. But he still strikes this little ping of sympathy for me. He resents being forced into being a perfect being, created by biotech to serve their needs, to serve the needs of the public, well, no one's ever asking him what it is that he wants. We don't know what that is. We know that he wants something different for his life, whether it is something more or something less, but something that is his own path to forge. My hope is that ultimately we can reason with this imposter PB to choose his own path and not harm our PB, or even potentially the clone PB. That maybe together they can work to break out of the building, destroy it, so that the Perfect Being Project is canceled here and now, and there will be no further generations, with them being the last, so that no more beings have to experience what they do, whether our PB ever admits to it or not. The weight of being a perfect being, being only what this company deems you to be useful of, must be horrible. And then, okay, I'm off my soapbox preaching about how we should all love imposter PB into being kind. I get it. It's the Grinch. Oh my god, you're not Matthew Morrison. Oh, you're Matthew Morrison. But then, as I'm filming this, there was another upload one day. Nathan just messaged me on TikTok. Nathan, I'm filming. There was another TikTok that was live on the PB Here page, and I'm just gonna let you see it for yourself.
Well, there's Henry. He could have avoided this if he didn't work the weekends like the others. He saw me going to the air recirculation room with all those chemicals. Let's just say I'm glad the door's tough. Now I just have to get rid of one of his little last loose ends, and then I can wait it out. Evie, you here?
I don't get that. That was really confusing.
Sorry about this.
Now that really confused me.
What's happening? Why are there alarms?
I didn't even see that.
Is something that happened?
Two major things here. All the commenters
even
are
see that
telling
TikTok.
RPB or Clone PB, we don't know which, to go to the energy generator to go fix everything before hundreds of people are killed, including RPB, imposter PB, and everyone around them. Number two, people point out that RPB left the crowbar in the cell with imposter PB. And
Okay.
that's what we have. I want to know what you all think of this. I want to know if I'm alone in my sympathy for imposter PB. I am so intrigued by this project, and I feel like more and more I just don't know where it is that it's going. I'm feeling a lot of feelings for these characters, who are very clearly animations, they're not real, they're in a fictional universe. And yet I find myself relating to so much of what they're going through, and really that's why the pressure to be perfect, and there's so much messaging here that I think we'll revisit probably at a wrap of this story, which I hope comes no time soon. I'm loving this. But there you are, that is my update on PB here, and I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love you very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Okay. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. And that being said, yeah, that's all. All right. Bye.